Hello, my name is Zombie Zero. Welcome back to the Exxon Files. This is session number 42, and the previous session, pretty Red Dawn centric, finale-ish episode, well, session. But we dealt with the remaining Red Dawn matters, had the spicy, well, not really spicy, but had to deal with a bunch of cyberweb, not other way around. Dealt with a abandoned Red Dawn base that Red Dawn HQ that had a metric ton of spiders. Alright, that cars that are going to sail off to the sunset. And we had a number of story missions pop up of note. David Vincent, and that's pretty much it. A lot of time spent with the Red Dawn. Between sessions, I take a look at what's on the board currently, which is the outpost of the Lotus, which still contemplating because we're going to be dealing with them for good next month. And it's a left embassy that I'm squeamish about because underwater mission, and I don't have that many aquaplastic suits made. I mean, I have 3, but I also am forbidden from bringing a tank because I don't have the materials for it. Well, don't have the materials to make a specific underwater tank. Just trying to check how many plastics do I have out of curiosity. 7. I think that means I can make a couple more, but I'm not exactly ready to trying to see what its left embassy has. I try to be a little bit more composed, but I'm contemplating that particular thing. 2 suits get made in like 5 days, so I'm gonna just pass on that embassy. But what we are gonna do, which probably is also a poor choice, is I'm gonna take Natasha's gun out. And stow it away into Land Rover because we're gonna go see if we can deal with that fast mission. Let me pull those efforts for this one. I'm squeamish, but we'll see how it goes. Not that. That's for crew. I'm not allowed to bring AI in this one. Could bring 4 people on the pub, honestly. I might just do that. Man, that's not really a bad choice, honestly. Bring a pup to hopefully not be sacrificial. I can't spell session to save my life today. And also, before I forget, I also did pick up a number of files because we got favors for Xeno shards or something like that. Do I know what cyber skin is? No, only Technomat can potentially tell us that. Do I have a Technomat? I have a farmer and... No, I don't. I'll roll the dice on whatever the ultimate file can tell me, because I've only seen it once, and that was on a endgame chain mission, and yeah, I'll leave it at that. Anyway, let's see how bad this is gonna be. Is it you? No. No. Where's fast? Anyway, Rover's in the head of top, so I'll be able to figure out where it is from there. So Rover is free to go. No, in the Arctic. Well, in Greenland technically, but that's where we're going. Advanced agents are delivering their weapons to a local code of apocalypse cell. We'll personate Cable and show up at the site before the actual gangers arrive. Our objective is to intercept the shipment and find evidence of Vast's illegal activities. I will say, this is not going to be a fun experience. If it's front loaded and everything sees this, I'm just gonna leave because it's not worth people dying over. The reasons will become pretty apparent once we see the vital target we have to capture. Quite close, Mumbles. We are impersonating Caveman to find out about Vast. Oh, I should have had spoke actually on these people. It's a introduction to a new storyline, and it involves legitimate shenanigans. Did I legitimately only bring... Well, it'll be interesting, I guess. Alright, let's see if this is front out and we just had to leave. Yeah, that's about what I expect. That's also a rocket launcher, by the way. I know that from personal experience. So our objective is that we have to capture one of these Vast representatives. The problem is, as you would expect, we're in legitimate caveman suits. All natural fiber is pretty much just a fancy suit. Well, a rugged suit. I mean, this is pretty much if I can't even kill this thing, we just had to leave because I see no way out of this. Okay. Our foot's technically in the door. I'm not really that confident. I'm not particularly that confident about survival at this point. Yeah, yeah, rocket launcher face in the car. Terrible choice. Also, the fact that we're wearing like no armor versus fast weapons, which are pretty much anti. Actually, someone else do that, which is pretty ineffective against unarmored people like us. I mean, it's also a shotgun facing from long range, so maybe this is fine because I'm hitting a Kevlar person on the side, which is probably effective. That might be lethal. We'll see. That's not good. I'm hoping at least some of those guys go unconscious, because the guy with the shotgun are the most dangerous thing on board. I'm just hoping that layer of smoke will be what's needed to not die. Keyword not die. Alright, we'll see how this goes. I may just end up oh. Game, why? Yeah, this may not even be possible at this point. You can't turn, but you have smoke. Well, hope helps. Yeah, it is not going to be possible. Yeah, about what I figured. This is not going to be doable. If we had cover, maybe. But yeah, too many people. This is not going to happen. That is something for Fish me to worry about when I have an actual decent spawn. Those cars actually just line up to the sunset, so I may just send an interceptor if they're gonna continue in that direction. Right. Extinguisher tanks. Chemical weapons made by the hybrids operate in a way which makes them quite capable of spraying chemicals which save lives instead of ending them. This allows us to use them as a more handy version of the fire extinguisher. So this lets us make special ammunition for the chem pistol and the chemical gun. Military computer. By reverse engineering, we succeeded in understanding the basic principle of operation of the military computer we captured. The system restricting access to data has a multi-layer design, which makes hacking difficult. Managed to do it, but due to the fact that each instance has its own characteristics in the security system, an individual approach is needed every time. You should transfer this sample and also subsequent ones to the engineering department. Over time, they'll be able to access the data. However, the hacking process is quite rough and can sometimes lead to damage or data loss. Alright, so now we can hack the computer and get intel. Well, get research off them. Bass pistol. The Bass pistol is a potent sidearm designed to work in outer space. It fires 3 bullets in a rapid succession. So like all the other Bass weapons, fires multiple times per turn per action. Even the pistol would have killed us if we saw one in that Covert up that was in a different timeline. It would have just ended us. Right, learning about the files. Well, that's a bigger file to crack open. All right. Yeah, I wasn't gonna spoil it, but I guess since my first playthrough, my first campaign playthrough, they renamed UAC to VAST. I guess it's probably because UAC doesn't exist technically in the 90s. Yeah, I know in Virus it's called UAC, but totally legitimate and not evil corporation. Just saying. Right. That's a crazy long project. Tell me about that. And I want all the rest of those guys on Monster Spree because that's important. Not you. Can Paul actually operate this thing? Yes, he can. Alright. Deal with the rest of the red on. So one-sided, by the way. So welcome in bubbles. I got a little distracted with trying not to die on that VAST mission. Not that. Cool. Well, I got some ball spray for now. Cool. I mean, he was already brave as it is, but getting braver. Oh, so I think that outpost despawned. Yeah, it did. Oh well. It's fine. Until if I don't really care about. Zombie hive. I don't have to do that because we're sort of just not doing the next step, because the next step in the zombie chain is a painful one, which I am not ready for in the slightest currently. Our side lab is done. We can now train people in the ways of the gift. Ultra secret files. Told us about the MIP scout ship. A small black vessel equipped with highly effective detection systems for such a small unit. and mostly used for reconnaissance. While not a combat vessel, it easily outperforms fighters made with standard Earth technology and should be considered as dangerous as actual UFOs. His rudimentary crew is led by a junior officer. Don't remember the ship, so it might be new. Also, at 2200 knots, that thing goes fast. Right, we have the thing we can actually get people started in their training of eventual site shenanigans. Jason Addercobb, Ghost, Rouge, Suds, Bob, Deport, Moose, Physics, and Thorn can start learning. We really need to put some names on these unnamed council members. Did I have more files? Or did I go to them all? Oh, I got 2 ultimate files. Okay. Checks out. So how much am I in the red now? My checklist still not in the red, actually. Oh, checklist just caps on slightly caps on manufacturers, but I can buy some more in advance because we are going to have our second workshop soon. Yes, but that scientists work on the webware. Drop drills are done. Go work on helping the suits get made faster. Monsters breed. We found proof that the knowledge the Syndicate used to design all of its monstrosities was received from an unknown outside source. We also found logs of written orders, according to which the laboratory was supposed to breed all kinds of monsters and release them to target populated areas. Human behavior and monster efficiency were to be evaluated based on many samples. The orders came from the Syndicate's headquarters. We can now research monsters, find a solution, and monsters, the aftermath. Both of which are very important. The final solution pretty much just removes all monster missions from the game. Which I care about later, but I currently care about the aftermath. As for you guys, what we can do next? I want this slowly getting done. All the zombies I definitely do not want to do currently. The Kerber acquisitions. We want to get this one done for a while, actually. Air kits. Cola can eventually. We care about biochemistry. No, because I'm missing a bunch of other sources. Council's giving us another one of their agents. This one is a max level, well, level 4 martial artist. Pretty cool. We'll get that recruited as soon as the classic suit's done. Alien entertainment. The most likely function of these spheres is recreational. The sonic circuitry simulates various centers of the brain. The effect is similar to hallucinogenic drugs. This is the only evidence that aliens have any cultural or recreational pastimes. Orb. That's all I can really say, honestly. We cannot research the sensorium. Or apparently because we have that, we have the orb. Now that we have a Scilab actually built. Was it? Oh, the Mind Probe, right. You know, research that Mind Probe we got. It's gonna be a while, but once that's done, we can get the site app, which is the important thing in life. More zombie missions, no thanks. See Suzanne. Recruit this martial artist. Hybrid storage facility. This is a warehouse in the area where alien hybrids store supplies for the masters. The objective is to seize these materials for research. Expect some light city fighting. That I could do. Oh, they're sorted by size drive again. Sort by rank. This is gonna take a while. All right, close enough. Servers, Bald, Berserker. Thorn still out for 10. Amber comes back soon and goes still out for 10. Tally 0. And they should initialize people that are actually good. I try to remember my own slime markers. This person and that rook, they can be initialized into the team. I think I may need to buy more armored vests, if anything. Yeah, I'm a couple shy actually. Also, I need to get Natasha's gun out of the Land Rover for now. I think the only thing I really learned from that mission is the knockout grenades do work. They are an option. I just have to get lucky on where RNG decides to spawn me because I can't really do much about everything seeing me all at once. Anyway, the Skyward is out ready to engage. Right, Bersker. Tempting, but I don't need a rocket for this, I don't think. Charlie's using Tasha's gun. Zero's actually good enough to use a sniper rifle pretty accurately, but yeah, sniper rifle does. Talk myself into it. And I think this person was a sniper, so they're built to snipe, but they're gonna be using P90. They're technically rare, so they need to get some on-the-job training, so P90. And we'll try to maybe not capture some hybrids. I make no guarantees, but we'll try. I should have picked the people that had sniper rifles in the back, now I think about it, but oh well. That one has a shot. That one has a shotty, that's fine. The only actual danger is the Roombas. Like that one. And that's really because the Roombas are armored and I was gonna say because the Roombas are armored pretty heavily compared to the hybrids. A lot of grunts. Yeah, Azure, welcome on in. We'd be killing hybrids today. Also, we may have had a small reality of maybe we could take on Bass. Yeah, not happening this month. AC to Roomba? Not sure. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it now. No, but luckily it did not punish you for doing so. I'm actually really close, Hazard. The game just refuses to give me a alley welder, which is what I need. I have everything else. And I'm about to have something that really helps the cyber armor soon. Yeah, just unlucking on that particular piece of kit. I have the Rooksters to bark next turn that try to be helpful. Right, so that's the storage facility. Also, I glossed over the fact that you had a chem gun. The big chem gun. Yeah, that needs to go. Especially I want to capture one of the slightly more trained books. Yeah, Tommy gun. It's not that bad. I don't have a small, lighter hitting gun, do I? I mean, technically I do, but I would have dealt the well, maybe. Especially at range like this. Okay, maybe he can. Well, maybe he will go unconscious and not die immediately. That is. Well, good thing you're at range. I was just really mad at that point. Okay, never mind. Well, it's a good thing the armor held, and those two are unconscious. One's probably more lethally hurt, though. Let's be honest. Oh, the pistol's fine. Maybe another captive for us. Blue guy's more. The green guy's more words. The guy in the blue is probably more likely to survive, so he'll a fatal. Other guy may. Oh, he actually woke up. I'm surprised he didn't die from that. Okay, what it works is just a part to deal with what's behind the tank. Yeah, because all the gas from the chem pistol, the chem gun is starting to get everywhere. Okay, do you get melee? How good is the other guy? Surprisingly decent. Okay, I probably shouldn't have jinxed it. Yeah, but like, well, no, because we want captains because they can actually tell us important stuff. They just want to make sure the captors don't immediately die from fatals. Door got opened somewhere. Yep, that guy's still alive, so maybe I can try to capture him too. Okay, he is taken care of. And he's fine. Drop the smokes and if they stay down. You know, if they die from if they go to overstun, we have the medicat. Out of curiosity, because there is a door there. Pretty sure it's not this. Yeah, definitely not. There's a Roomba. Okay. Well, we can kill it next round if no one else gets to it in time, which is probably not gonna happen. That guy's unconscious. Make sure he stays unconscious. Just back up. The tank can take care of that. Oh, there's more actually. Oh, it's just okay. Well, A, that guy's going to overstun. B, that's one of those houses, so we're gonna have to investigate. Yeah, there's something stuck in the house as it tends to happen. Yeah, the warehouse is clear. The rooftop shouldn't have anything, so it's this building. Of course, it'd be a room that stalls the mission. Oh, Bersker got some bravery points at late school. Don't need Tommy guns. We'll keep one food, but we don't need 14 units of it. Surgeries can be sold or used for something. Yeah, the workers are important, cool. Correctional officer to Bersker, Assault to Cerberus, Incapacity to Bersker, Elite to 0, and the 2 unnames. I did some of those surgeries. Oh, that's good electronics actually. Remember for myself, could I know what I use for a building upgrade? Actually, I do have what I need, actually. Oh, exam was already on my desk. No, because I'm pivoting to that once oh no, I'm gonna pivot to that now, because yeah, man, we need some other strong leader, I think, to advance that plot. So let's get the exam room done. Yeah, because that's more important. Martial artist has been claimed. I'm gonna take the chop all these corpses. Yeah, it's fine. Taser bioelectric shock clip. We'll find out what that is in a second. I know what gun he uses now. Webwear. This ultralight shirt made of giant spider silk can be worn under most armors. It works when kept in a backpack. Reduces the effect of kinetic damage taken by up to 1/5, up to a maximum resistance of 50%. Another iteration of various backpack devices. And this one cuts gun damage by 20%. It's pretty good. Monsters, the Aftermath. Capture Syndicate documentation on the Aberrant Antelope project reveals that the organization monitored dangerous creatures rather closely. Encounters with humans, including XCOM, were meticulously recorded and even rated. It's almost as if they were playing some kind of grotesque competitive game, except in a very detached and passive way. We have discussed this matter with the Council. A new operational division was created to deal with any monsters that avoid extermination. This new entity, called the Noah Institute, will study them and possibly even find some use for them. If we ever need any monster-related products, we can ask them for assistance. But considering how rare these commodities are, the prices are going to be steep. So all the special monster stuff we just researched, we can now just buy. Or at least components of it. We can now buy Anzok, so we're free to chop up those Mongrels. Oh, you can buy Zephyr? There has to be a catch, because I know Zephyr is like good. Inner energy circle. Cool beans. There has to be a catch, because Zephyr is... People that buy Zephyr is insane. No, there's no limit. The Zephyr Serum gives you TUs back, gives you energy, but you lose some health. Yeah, it's pretty best if I could just buy it. Right, more importantly, I could make some webware. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. By 20 bits, well, by 10 webwares amount of web, a spider web. As for research, did I have what I need? I want that yesterday. I also need to transfer my captives over to Area 52. And I remember the sensorium is something I can't really build into to have more entertainment, so I'm not gonna... It'll be on the list, it's not really important currently. Mongers are chopped. Hybrids have arrived. What's the call can't stand? Never really that bother on them. Oh, so I can just straight up buy the dart muskets. Dude, those are pricey. Okay, I may just manufacture my own, but agent has arrived. They're pretty good actually. Not the best spring, but they're good enough to definitely pass basic training. In fact, they can be bound hands right off the bat. You can learn Kung Fu. Was that the person with the trick? No, okay, thank goodness. I thought for a second that was the guy with the trip vest on. Okay. How long would it take for you guys to make those two? Okay. Not what I want to work on currently then. That's empty. I don't want to take it. What I don't want to take a chance on specifically is our siege wagon not getting to Red Dawn the Lotus next month. So I'm gonna sell the Osprey, and I'm gonna temporarily transfer the Land Rover to to Area 52. And we are going to make a Sky Ranger. And because I have not enough space, it's going to take 8 days. That's fine. Actually, wait, no, that makes the other 8 can work on the small stuff, I think. No, they can't. Never mind. Okay, so you get to just twiddle their thumbs for a little bit. For 6 days. That's Lotus as a Lord forward base. I do not want to deal with the Lotus right now. Council's giving us another one of their agents. This one is a spy. Repair cat. Once brought out a mere toolbox, this technological marvel can be used to restore some structural integrity to mechanical units on the battlefield. To use it, stand next to a damaged mechanical unit and click on Use Repair Kit, then click on the unit to restore 10 health. Up to 33% of the unit's total health can be restored per battle. Warning, using this device on an organic being will have disastrous consequences to the latter. In a pinch, this device can also be used to damage enemy mechanical units. It's pretty much the medikit for our mechas, in which it'll give some... It will restore some health, but not all health. Not you guys. Actually, yeah, I technically just need 1 on 1, but right, start cracking open these workers. Syndicate warehouse. Wait till daytime that one because I don't want to fight them at night. Ghost Sank is done. We can capture Ghost in theory now. Canister gun. This alien weapon fires small missiles containing pressurized chemicals. Oh, I need to actually give these guys a clip so we can actually use these things. Oh, they have a clip. Just did it wrong. Oh, which is also a super long project. Yeah. Those hybrids will get done eventually. We successfully disrupted the side operation as Easter goods. Got 3 boxes. Oh, I just realized this totally didn't go to the syndicate warehouse. I think it's still there. Oh, it's nighttime still. Strange life form that's in the darkness currently. Inside the boxes. Yeah, autocannon. That's pretty cool, but we know about that already. And a laser SMG. Could have been a lot better. Once again, being teased about stuff that I could get from the boxes that are actually relevant. Right, what I have is fine. No, that looks like the syndicate. That looks like the warehouse to me. Yeah, that is a warehouse. You know, because I think I should just stroll in, sure. Oh no, the tank's getting shot at whatever shots you. Oh yeah, I also should have had the webware put onto the ship so we can actually use it. But then I want to get back to base. Oh, so it's a party. We're friends. Hey, we're friends. And the guy is cowering profusely about the tank that's about to just unload its payload onto it. Nope, quick and painless. And a fair bit of boxes, yeah. I still need more rifle clips. We have plenty. LMG clips always welcomed. Wonder what these can have. I mean, ammunition's always welcome because that's what we're using currently. Spike war caused some people to be upset by existing. Oh hey, I can just have people die to kyanites. Let's not have that happen. Also, I think that's a perpetual darkness, so we'll just have to deal with it. Ultimate Secret Files. Alien Envoy. From time to time, aliens send their envoys to Earth to perform missions, usually diplomatic, of great relevance. For this purpose, special vessels are used, distinguished from others by their golden hull. Passengers of these ships are of critical importance to us. Capturing them alive and interrogate them is a priority. Let's about this other file. Examination room. In the past, many thousands of people have claimed to have been abducted by aliens, sometimes repeatedly. The truth is far more horrific. Humans are abducted, researched, and monitored. The best specimens have genetic material extracted. Women have human alien hybrid fetuses implanted and then removed several months later. Who knows what sinister motives the aliens have? Also rip that person. I want this yesterday. Especially since we now have the materials to do so. Oh, I'm wrong, Ashley. People went missing in the vicinity. As I hear, everyone could have a webware equipped. So with the webware equipped, that now means that we have 60% resistance to kinetic damage now, which is pretty substantial, even if we get hit on the side plates now. It should mean less injuries when people get hit by a gun. That's worth it. I was expecting zombies again, because that tends to always happen. Okay, open a closed case. I'm just hoping the advanced take doesn't take a long time to build, but we have the surgery spore and now we can actually do so. Another life form. You're free to engage. Not at nighttime now. Doing that in the nighttime is a recipe for disaster. Or at least making the mission last longer than it probably should. Yeah, more speaking of mongrels. Multiple mongrels. Where's that last other mongrel at? Oh, way off in the distance. I don't know why, but there's something amusing about just shooting a big gun from long distance like that. A little bit satisfying, not gonna lie. Well, 101% you hit the tree that I was told would not block line of sight. Oh, we actually take Natasha's gun. Okay, that was to be expected. Alright. Nice and done. Assault 0, Keystone to 0, Mastery the Black Ops Assault Cannonball. Just stuff I don't really care about. If I wasn't so squeamish about the Carry Knight in a cave environment, I would definitely do that. I'm squeamish about people dying. Right, I can speed this up finally. Shog Village. Alright, I'm gonna want people that are slightly more sane. Self and Thorn, if I could find them. Actually, Thorn's still out for 2 days. And Rebel. A strip vest. Not that. Not you. I had lost track of where the shock village was at. Oh, there. Advanced sickbay. By utilizing alien technology, we can now speed up the recovery rate of our wounded agents. The facility also offers on-site psychological counseling and treatment options. It can be used for other medical procedures. It only requires cash, but requires 4 alien surgeries, 2 alien reproduction, and an examination unit. An examination room. Right, 20 on the probe. Right, sickbay. Ghost tank, virtual HQ. There it is. Okay, 3D is fine. Right, we're dealing with some sort of shock inhabitant. Big minigun. Right, Natasha's gun, machine, smart gun, big minigun. Actually, Bella should be able to use the autocannon now. Because we're fighting enemy, I definitely want stuff that that can hit pretty hard. And technically, Thrasher also works. Oh yeah, flare stuff, because we're gonna be in the darkness. Okay. Oh, so I didn't really check. Okay, I mean, that's pretty confined. I get excited to be. The main question is, I'm not really sure which Shog being we're fighting today. If it's more of the admin, I know for sure this bitch is a wash if it is, but we'll see. No, it's fine. We're out of here. Yeah, we're out of here. Because it's not the Shog village we need. What we're looking for is not spiders or ants. It's lizards, I think, or scorpions. It's not spiders. I know that. I know that much. It's not ants. Alright, the Sky Ranger is done. Our siege wagon is ready in case we don't get the special ship that I know I have the requirements for, but it's dependent on RNG, and RNG is finicky at times. Also says I don't think I've shown off what the Sky Ranger looks like. Vehicles. The Sky Ranger is pretty much the classic. Holds more people than the Sky Raider, but it loses access to the side doors that the Raider has, so it's really gonna be useful for only like one mission. I'm planning to take said ship with two words. But for now, the Sky Ranger can stay at HQ for now. I mean, at Area 52 for now. Remind myself, because we're gonna be using that for the Lotus mission. It's 10. All right, 10 plus tank. Got it. Inside the syndicate boxes. Don't need more of those. Gee, with 60 clips of Maiden Rouse. I'll probably trim that in a second. Spare rocket launcher. I don't need that much SMG ammunition. Yeah, 73 drums of Maiden. I'll trim that to like 20. Strange life form. Hit that during the daytime. Siege wagon is ready at base. Yeah, I have plenty for what I want to do with that. Coelacanth. This vehicle made of aquaplastics is quite fast and sturdy. The springy structure of aquaplastics makes it very resistant to shockwaves and physical blows, but not so much to bullets. This is the underwater tank. Decent armor coverage, 54 front. That is armored as Saint actual tank, but it's made to be used underwater mostly. And its gun of choice is a giant gas cannon. The main problem is it requires aquaplastics, which I don't have, so. No. I meant to go to death. What missing? Yeah, zombie infestation. They're all on a hilltop. Some of them are. Some are on the river. No, the rest are just at the corner, just chilling. It checks out a little bit, honestly. I'm surprised he actually survived two hits of that. You're lucky I can't take another shot at you. Well, this is pretty simple Cavalier metal, so I'm glad to take it. Although you may want to protect your stash from being taken, because they definitely will take guns. No, that's where they're at. Alright, well, these are cause some zombies at least. So it's myself, I still kill the Cerberus, being the zombies myself, and killers to everyone involved. With Berserker and Rebel hitting threshold of bravery. And I'm at my 8th award fact, so cool. Yeah. Feeling. Yeah, that'll do. Our fancy sync base ready. So they already compared the building upgrade. The advanced sick bay heals us slightly faster, and it also just gives us a lot more sanity back, so if we really want to go to the Kyanite mini base, we wouldn't be stuck there for a metric ton of sanity loss. Hybrid soldier. Staff input alien cuisine. Commander, hello. Oh, that? This is a meal of a hybrid operative. Guaranteed to donate to us while our intelligence team try to police him for operational data. He didn't tell us anything interesting, but this is a valuable piece of information anyway. Hybrid network visions are quite marvelous, providing all essential nutrients and elements. Also, they're discreetly packaged, easy digestible, and contain even enough fiber to feel satiated an entire day. We also check for allergens, lactose included. None. It's even suitable for vegans. Beyond that, it seems to be virtually free of any contaminants or bacteria, meaning it should, in theory, never spoil. The perfect cold out and steak off food. Too bad it smells like toothpaste and tastes like chalk. Oh, we cracked the soldier a lot quicker than the worker. Interesting. Get that done. Make a tech implant, people. Also, you can go to flight school, so make a sale. Torpina. Legend and Bison. So none of those tactical plans get installed within a day, which is pretty nice. The power of having a bunch of healing stuff. The power of advanced med base. Yeah, all deep ones are doing stuff. Ultimate secret files. Okay, we say Dozier and an ancient Wilherd, an executive affiliated with the Men in Black. An extremely elusive agent who seems involved in many projects around the world, but very little info could be confirmed. He seems to have no residence, no life history, no family, and no expenses. Some sources claim that he's literally a ghost, a specter from some distant past, a figment of the imagination of any agency looking for him. However, death and deception that follow this way are definitely real, especially his apparently psionic engineering. Status unconfirmed. That person's trained. Yeah, that pro's gonna take a while to get done. Actually, wait. I just realized. Not you. I forget. It takes 6 chitin and a parasite. We'll buy that much chitin for now. Don't really need it for this, I don't think. Okay. Let's deal with this because that's actually a pretty significant point loss if we don't. The Apoians attacked a holy resort, taking many hostages. It appears they're going to sacrifice them to their Hades gods. We should probably stop them and save lives. Tell you what. Actually, no, just take a rocket launcher. Tag launcher, well, tag launcher for you. And you will take a rocket launcher. I mean, it could be funny to have two tag launchers, but let's be sensible for once. Especially since, you know, there's actual hostages on the civilians on the map. Right, Natasha's gun, spark gun, assault cannon, macro, rocket launcher, attack launcher. That works. Not a corner spawn, but relatively close to one. To a corner. That's the ritual site. Yeah, I know we're firing a rocket in a second. Well, the rocket went wide, but at least it didn't hurt us, so I'll take it. Yeah, fire for effect bolt. Or not. I just realized, do these have guns? Does not seem like it. Also, what I should be worried about is where the... Oh, that one has a sonic ray flashlight, yeah. Okay, 2 domestic rifles. Well, good thing they're super weak to gas, so this should probably knock them out if anything. I'm a little squeamish about active blaster rifles, but we'll see what happens because that's gonna make me sing a little bit or a lot. Okay, good thing they're more interested in other stuff. Yeah, but I wouldn't expect her being hit but in elevated terrain like that. Local people population just sort of just there. Rocket goes in. So number 1. Spirit dude. Well, that guy's gonna go unconscious in the fire, so that's good enough for me. I could have sworn there was a guy with a pistol. Or unless that was this guy. No. Maybe there wasn't. I'm just being blind. That house is clear because nothing has really opened that. We know melee guys are just roaming that part of the map. Yeah, Spirit's you, not really concerned about him. You need to not get stuff in my stash. Ow. Super. Gilman, why? At least I didn't kill, but still, that hurt. Okay, that didn't hurt that much. So I see you, Gilpep. I'm more concerned about the Gilman, because the Gilman will continue to fire electrical stuff at me. It was like back there. I hate it so much. For the sake of not having the tank die because of oh, I have to go all the way back there. Yeah, for the sake of the tank not dying, because I won't have a tank in time for the Lotus base. We'll run it back. Yeah, that is your target. Which also surprisingly didn't do that much, actually. But that was your target, and that you didn't succeed in killing your target. Yeah, that was the risk I was willing to take, honestly. I think it's safe to say everything that's in the vicinity of the rocket's having a terrible day. Yeah, about what I expect from the shroud rocket. Rocket goes in. If I really wanted to, I could snap that, but if it goes terribly wrong, we're gonna hit ourselves. So that's not. What's not even considered that thought. Okay, based on what I probably saw. I'm gonna assume there probably. Nope, not even close. Right, that's the best I'm gonna do for now. I'm worried about the gilman I see, but don't know where it's at, so hope for the best, honestly. There it is. Like somewhere over there. Oh, there's two coming. That was surprisingly close, actually. Although I'm sure I'm not really that calm about the tank, but we'll see. Yeah, no way I could hit that from this distance. Maybe I can knock it out. From downtown, they may work. Maybe. Well, good thing I didn't really murder the tank. It just sort of shred the front plate a little bit. Okay, good. I think it's a little bit on fire, but it's fine. It's only a little bit crispy. Install this dense smoke mod. I probably should, honestly. To be fair, I don't usually engage. I don't really use that much gas, but I may have went a little bit too heavy with the tac launcher today. But we'll come on in. Although I will say this is more or less tainted Dagon HQ, because Dagon HQ I used a metric ton of gas for really poor effect. Oh, you need a rocket. Pretty sure there's just a gill pup left. Yeah, speaking of which, the gill pup is proceeding to bite the backside of the tank. Well, we saved a civilian and we sort of mercy killed one from blaster rifle. Do I care about the chieftains? Not particularly. Yeah, just sell chieftains, I guess. Need more macro, that's fine. Correctional officer in Overwatch episode 0. Not you. Right, what is this? Oh, right, you're not qualified to fly a plane. Oh, it's a Mud Ranger. Let it be. Because it's going somewhere. It's not an actual plane, so I'm fine with it. I'm fine with just eyeballing it. Yeah, and I'm trying not to antagonize the MMB to send a giant ship at us, so... Whenever it does land, in quotes, we'll take it on. And Lotus Shrine. What time is it? 12:30. In theory, it shouldn't take that long, but in actuality, it may take long because the avatar is going to be a pain to try to kill. Now that we actually know where HQ's at, so I'm going to call it here for today. When we come back next time in XM Files, we go to the Lotus Shrine for a rematch against the Avatar. And if all goes well, we will also maybe squeeze in the Lotus HQ mission for they'll spawn next month. Hopefully, but we'll see.